What's up, everybody? It's Jared with Capture the Magic, and even though it's the end of August, it is Halloween season when it comes to theme parks, and to kick off the Halloween season, we have Halloween Horror Nights starting. So if you're looking to go to Halloween Horror Nights and you want a rundown of all the houses, the scare zones, the entertainment activities, and different things that you can do at Halloween Horror Nights, as well as we will give some tips about how to get the most out of your time and have the best time that you can while you are there. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video today, and we will get started right now. I know I'm looking very forward to Halloween Horror Nights this year, and I think this potentially might be the biggest year of it, given how this has been growing and growing in popularity every single year, seemingly, especially the past 5.
Every year is busier.
Obviously, Epic Universe drawing a lot of people in for Universal. You've got a lot more potential of people coming over to check this out as they also come over to check out Epic Universe. So I think this will be a very big year, and I think there's a lot of houses that people are very excited about.
Absolutely. The event runs August 29th through November 2nd on select nights, and those select nights are basically Wednesday through Sunday nights. There's 1 week in September that there's no Thursday night, and it's in Tuesday instead. Which I don't know why, but it's not.
Probably some private event.
Probably,
yeah.
probably. But otherwise, it's those nights. The event starts at 6:30, ends at 2 a.m. Sometimes in the past it's gone to 1 depending on the night, but I think it's just 2 now. And I've seen them open the park gates earlier than 6:30, depending on how busy it is outside the gates. I know you've seen that too.
I have seen that.
Where it's been so crowded. And you were in that line.
I was in that line, yes.
There are also some Scream early tickets that you can buy, and that lets you enter the park before 3 o'clock, before the event officially starts and before general ticket holders can get in. And on Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Studios Florida will close at 5 to accommodate the changeover from regular park guests to event guests.
There are 10 houses, and as there are every year. There were rumors there going to be 12 this year, but there ended up only being 10 as they normally are. 5 of them are based off an IP, and then 5 are original concept houses.
Okay, so let's start with the 5 IP houses. First one is Five Nights at Freddy's. And this is directly quoted from Universal. It says, "You wouldn't last one night at Freddy's, let alone 5. You're about to be hunted by deadly animatronics, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, as you flee through the creepy abandoned hallways." This is based on a video game, Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's actually, so in the video game, it's like you're a security guard that works in Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's very much like a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese kind of.
Yeah, and so like... So you're as the security guard, you're looking through the cameras, and you flip back and forth between the security cameras, and you start seeing these animatronics come to life, and you have to like kind of stay in your little room, but then you have to also go out, and it's kind of funny, but like it's interesting.
Well, yeah, okay. The only correction I will say, I'm pretty sure the house is based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which is based off the video game. So
okay,
it's an adaptation from it. I think that's technically what the house is based off of, is the movie there. But I think this one probably will end up being the most popular house, if I were to guess.
I believe so. This would definitely be the first house we do, because otherwise it's going to be busy all night. Yeah,
I mean, you got a lot of the youth are going to want it. This IP is very popular with kids, and I think from everything we were seeing as well, like, it's going to be a pretty cool house. They've even got like the animatronic where you can eat in basically Freddy's during this as well.
Yeah, they're doing like a whole Five Nights at Freddy's like pizzeria.
Yeah.
You can actually go eat there. And also the Jim Henson's Creature Shop is a part of this. Like they helped bring the animatronics and stuff to life.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I think this house will be,
excited.
There's a lot of, I think, anticipation, expectations with this house. And so there is a lot of pressure on this one, because this one's not good. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty upset by that, but I think this one will be very good.
Well, this one and I think it was Terrifier, are 2 that came about because of guest demand. They kept asking for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we got to figure out how to do it.
I know last year it was really heavily rumored that Five Nights at Freddy's might come. And there was some, when they first announced Five Nights at Freddy's, they first didn't announce it as a haunted house.
I know, it was confusing.
And they really didn't say what it was going to be, and then there were rumors it might be a maze of some sort, and then they came out and basically said it was going to be a house. So I think that's probably the best call there.
Right.
The next house we'll talk about is the Horrors of the Wyatt 6.
It says, enter the eerie arena of the Wyatt Six, where you'll go through an ominous doorway into the maniacal minds of Uncle Howdy, Rambling Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard, Abby the Witch, and Huskus the Pig. I don't have any idea. This is the WWE house, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have any idea what's going on.
So this is kind of a tribute house to Bray Wyatt, who was in the WWE. He passed away, and I think his brother is kind of heading this house up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about... I quit watching wrestling in the early 2000s, so I don't know a lot about the Wyatt Six. I do know it kind of has a cult following in many ways, like a fan favorite type thing. It was very... In terms of wrestling, it was like a very dark and spooky character that he had, and he had these people with him. So I know it has... I think wrestling fans on some level are looking forward to it. I don't really know what to expect from this one, other than I'm imagining this was kind of like the Ghostbusters house, where it may not be like super scary. Maybe more of a story house, perhaps. But I think it's an interesting idea, given that it's WWE.
Yeah, that should be interesting. The next house is Terrifier. And it says, nothing can prepare you for this grisly haunted house based on all three of Damien Leon's, is it Leon's?
I believe so.
Terrifier films. Try your luck against the sadistic Art the Clown and his twisted funhouse. Witness Art's gleefully grotesque handiwork of torture. You'll be left literally dripping with terror and drenched with fear. It's a whole new level of gore. I am most, sorry for my pun here, terrified of this house. I've heard many rumors about how bad this is going to be, and by bad I mean just gory and bodies.
Like I said before, it's weird. I really enjoy Halloween Horror Nights, but I'm not a fan of the horror genre of movies.
Right.
I've seen clips of Terrifier. I want nothing to do with it. I will never watch these movies. I don't want that type of stuff in my life. But I know it has people are really excited about this. They've also said you will get wet in this house.
The symphony of blood.
Right. But you can choose the dry path if you wish.
So I actually looking into this. So Hollywood does not have a dry path. Hollywood and Universal Studios Hollywood, they don't have one, but we do. So you can choose the wet path or the dry path, or blood path, or whatever they call it.
Right.
But it's just water, but like you will get wet.
Yeah. They also said Art the Clown will be roaming freely around the park and not just appearing in the house as well.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll do this house, but I can't say it's something I'm like, I can't wait to check this house out. It's just, it's not for me, but I will go check it out.
Same. The next one is Jason Universe, and this says, come face to face with the iconic horror villain Jason Voorhees. Step into the terrifying world of this silent killer. Flee through the woods and into his sinister shack. Enter the summer camp where his gruesome legend began. Jason is back, and nothing can save you now.
I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Jason's an old Halloween icon. What's funny is I think there's so many other houses people are hyped about. There's really not much anticipation. A lot of people aren't talking about this house. I think in other years they would have probably. But, I mean...
Well, it encompasses a lot of the different versions of Jason, I guess.
Yes.
So I think we'll get a lot of that, and I'm sure there'll be Crystal Lake stuff everywhere and all that.
I imagine so, yes.
Yeah.
And then the other house I think will probably be the second most anticipated one is Fallout House. So this is face your fears in a post-apocalyptic LA devastated by nuclear war based on the hit show and game franchise Fallout. You'll travel into the vault and be attacked by raiders alongside Lucy. You'll escape to the wasteland and confront the bounty hunter, the Ghoul, and you'll even encounter Maximus with the Brotherhood of Steel and see T-60 power armor.
I don't have any idea what's going on.
I played a little bit of the Fallout games. It's an interesting, like the world in it is kind of like a 1950s, like a post-apocalyptic 1950s. So it's kind of that kind of cool like atmosphere for it, like world building wise. I didn't watch the show, but again, this one is a house based on the show that is based off of a video game. You'll notice a trend here where video games are becoming much more popular in just general movies and shows, but also I think you're going to see a lot more of these come into like Halloween Horror Night houses. We saw Last of Us a couple of years ago, and that was a great house. The first game was really good, not the second one, but that one had a show as well. So I think this one, that T-60 power armor is supposed to be a pretty impressive animatronic that they have in here. So
Nice.
I think this one will be a very, very popular house. I think this one and Five Nights at Freddy's and probably Terrifier will have the highest wait times.
Probably. Yep. And those are all the IP houses, if you know. But the next 5 are non-IPs. And the first one is Hatchet and Chains.
Oh, this is the one I
Demon bounty
love.
hunters. In this old west town, all hell is breaking loose. Red hot lava demons are trying to possess everyone, melting everything in their path. Your only hope? Hatchet and Chains with their mystical weapons. Now, this was in the Slaughter Cinema house last year. Wasn't this one of the...
Yeah, it was a movie that was in there. I
Yes.
think it was a room in that house.
Yes.
This one, this one sounds very cool.
It sounds really cool.
It
Yeah.
sounds cool, and I hope this one's a huge hit, and then I want this to become a movie franchise.
Okay.
As I've said before, Stallone and Kurt Russell, much like Tango and Cash, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters. You can make 20 of these movies. Mm-hmm. If you can make 25 Fast and Furious movies, I want multiple iterations of Demon Bounty Hunters.
Okay.
I think about remember, did you ever see Constantine?
Yes.
I love Constantine. I thought that was a really, really good movie. You could do something along those lines. Like I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think out of all the ones that are non-IP houses,
That's your
this
favorite.
one is the one I'm the most looking forward to.
Okay.
I really hope it doesn't disappoint because I think that sounds really cool. But
All right.
the next one that is non-IP is Dolls Let's Play Dead. It says you're about to become doll-sized and witness the unnatural creations of a twisted little girl. You'll be hunted by burnt fashion dolls, toys she's melted together, and undead horrors in her dollhouse. Kind of sounds like Sid from Toy Story.
I don't like dolls. I don't like Annabelle.
I don't like
Chucky.
I don't like when little kids are like demon possessed. I don't like creepy dolls either. Like if you like,
I don't
think
like
about,
when dolls or toys come alive. I don't like that at all. I don't like it.
like you don't like it with Toy Story or just like when they're haunted.
No, like haunted
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
means
yeah.
something. No, Toy Story, different story.
You just don't like demon possessed toys.
Correct.
Like Chucky.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm the same way. It could be really good. We'll see.
Next one is Grave of Flesh. And this is welcome to your funeral, where things are about to go from bad to worse. You'll enter your grave and then the underworld, where flesh eaters who feed on the dead will hunt you for all eternity.
So this one's basically you're going to hell.
Right.
I think this house could be one of the scarier ones. I mean, I really feel like
Yeah.
you're going to come out of this house a changed person in many ways. People will be like, I need to change the way I've been living.
Yeah.
That one just, I would imagine that one would be pretty inventive and pretty good.
Yes.
The next one we have is Galkan. I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
Monsters of the North. So in a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead, bringing a horde of monsters and demons from the fjords to wreak havoc on the townspeople. Try to escape the belly of the beast. I mean, I like anything like Viking mythology, fjord, like all that stuff. I think it kind of sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll see. This one sounds a little ominous, but I guess we'll see.
I mean,
Once
I'm
we get in
imagining you're
there.
going to have like zombie Vikings, maybe.
Maybe.
That could be kind of interesting.
The last house is El Artista, a Spanish haunting. This is in 19th century Spain. A tortured artist moves to an isolated country manor to seek inspiration. Instead, the art comes alive and possesses him. You're about to be part of the permanent exhibition.
I hate when that happens. You try and go to a remote location to relax, and then your paintings become haunted.
Do you remember the museum one last year?
I do.
This is giving me the museum vibes because the art started affecting people in the museum. Remember?
Yeah. Well, was it the art? There was a stone there, I think.
Oh, sorry. The stone was affecting the art.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. But so it may be similar, but I can't wait to see what this looks like because 19th century Spain. Whoo, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be very cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think the non-IP houses many times are some of the better ones.
I agree.
I think one of the writers behind El Artista is the same one that was behind the Fisherman Wharf one a couple of years ago.
Sweet. I love that one.
I think that one's a really good
Dead
one.
Man's Pier.
Yes, I think that was it. Yeah, which is one of the better houses that in the last few years.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
So I believe that is one of the same guys behind that is behind that one here. So
Yeah.
We'll see on that one. But that's all the houses. All right, let's talk about scare zones. So you have haunted houses, you have scare zones, and these are sections of the park that are themed. And they're kind of a haunted house-ish. You have roaming characters in here. They'll try and scare you. They've got, character actors all over the place doing different things here. So these are kind of
characters are good.
They are very
They're
good.
Good here,
They're
and they're just walk-through areas.
Yeah.
So the only thing is you can't avoid these always. You're gonna have to go through at least one. So if it scares you, go quickly, walk quickly.
Don't make eye contact.
Don't make eye contact.
Yeah, just try and keep your head down and keep moving. They'll probably still try and scare you, but
Right.
So there are 4 of these in the park. So you have the first one is the Origins of Horror. This is enter a decaying conservatory of twisted vines where artists carve tributes to Halloween Horror Nights 34. And you'll encounter monstrous crows, gargoyles, and more.
I believe this is when you enter the park, right?
Or
Or are they doing one of those this year?
I don't know. I don't know exactly where this one is. They usually do when you enter. They have one over there when you kind of go toward the DreamWorks Kids area, towards Simpsons.
So that one is the cat lady one.
Yeah, and then they have one usually over there by the Mummy. That's usually an area where they have one.
Okay. I think I know where all of these are going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Origins of Horror, I think, is the beginning, like right when you kind of enter, kind of by Minions. Then the second one is Masquerade Dance with Death. This is in the Beverly Hills area. It says you're invited to a masquerade ball where bloodthirsty vampires lurk behind ornate disguises. When their masks fall, you'll become their prey. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. All right, the third one we have is the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. It says travel down a spooky, winding path to a mysterious home where trick-or-treaters are transformed into feral felines. Feral felines. Be careful or you'll be next. That one sounds terrifying because I don't like cats. And Cat Lady's turning you into cats. That just does not sound like a lot of fun.
They actually put a tiny little cabin in the walkway area, and there's a cat door into the house.
I don't think it's going to do a lot for cat ladies out there.
No. And then the last one, which is over in the New York area in front of the Mummy, and that's Mutations, Toxic 20s. Says, in the bustling 1920s neighborhood, a BuzzCon truck with radioactive cargo crashes into a mobster getaway car, sending the city into toxic pandemonium. It mutates everyone in its path, including you.
This one sounds kind of interesting because you have like basically, is it going to be like zombie gangsters from the 20s?
I think so.
That kind of sounds interesting.
I think so. And it's BuzzCon. What is that? What is that from? That's from some other. I've seen that name before. It's from like a different house, like years before. I'm sure
Probably. A lot of times
sure
they do this in those houses. They kind of have little Easter eggs from other ones.
That's awesome.
From other things. But yeah, that one seems. I don't know if that one will be like super scary. That one seems more maybe kind of like funny, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be super scary. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just want to see a bunch of zombies be like, no, see.
Okay.
Johnny's coming to get you. I feel like that's how it's how you have to talk in the 20s.
All right.
All right. We also have some live entertainment we're going to talk about here. So the thing that there's always a show that goes on here at the Fear Factor stage, and this one is Nightmare Fuel Circus of Decay.
Yes. I'm sure it'll have a lot of circus things.
Typically, these have lots of fire, lots of dancing.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
So it's usually a pretty good time there.
And then Hauntofonic, which is a ghoulish journey, is what it says. And this is a fountain show with lighting and drones, kind of like Sensational is.
I think it's the Halloween Horror Nights version of Sensational.
Yeah. So I really would like to see that for sure.
I love Sensational.
Yeah.
So I think that potentially could be a really, really good show.
Yeah.
But all right, there's some other experiences. Some of these are new this year. And this first one here is a new one. So there's Mel's Die-In Zombies and Club Horror. So these are two different areas here. It says brave all new street experiences that take the horror to new heights, featuring zombie car hops, undead DJs, and more.
We do not have more information about that. However, I can tell you Club Horror is right in front of the cars at the exit of Fast and Furious Supercharged. And there is a bar over there.
I think it's basically like they've done this kind of before. They did that SNL thing with who was that guy?
Oh, Oh gosh, pumpkins. Davis pumpkins.
Yeah.
He'll probably come back for that too. I mean,
Well, they had that, and there was like a club type area over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's basically, it's just a place really probably to get drinks for the most part.
Same thing with Mel's Die-In. I mean, it'll be probably right in front of the restaurant.
This one, though, sounds interesting because they haven't really given any details on this one.
Yeah.
And this is interesting playing into the Mel's Dine. Obviously, if you're unaware, you have Mel's Diner, and it's been kind of a thing at Halloween Horror Nights where the neon sign out there says Die-In instead of Diner, and they're just kind of playing into that. So, I mean, I think zombie car hops is kind of a cool concept.
Yeah.
So it would be pretty cool. So those two are new this year.
Mm-hmm. And you got Death Eaters in Diagon Alley. This is their third year they'll be there. Is that
I
right?
believe so,
third or fourth. And they kind of appear. They come out at certain times in Diagon Alley, and they do this little show on the stage. And they kind of just walk around and interact with everybody, and they walk very fast.
They do. It's hard to get a picture with them.
And they try to intimidate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, this is not part of Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, because they can't say that, right?
Right.
Okay.
So technically, because this was in World of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, this is something that is essentially the technicality of this is it happens coinciding with Halloween Horror Nights.
That's so silly.
It only happens in Diagon Alley.
Yep.
So that is I'm guessing that's how they got J.K. Rowling to sign off on this.
Probably.
But if you look at it, it's obvious. I mean, it's part of Halloween Horror Nights, but
Right.
technically they say it's something that coincides it.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of a little interesting phrasing there. And then you have the Dead Coconut Club also is returning this year, and this is the club out on City Walk that they usually theme for Halloween and Christmas going on. So they're going to have that in there. So you get some drinks and light snacks and stuff like that over there. There's also some themed merchandise, of course. You have the Tribute Store, which is located in the arcade this year.
Yeah, they moved the location. So the Universal Orlando annual pass holder and team member shop that's in Williams of Hollywood, that is still open. So they couldn't use that area. But the usual spot on New York, like at that corner, is usually where it is, but they're not using that. They're using, again, it's like the arcade, which is like kind of the exit of Mummy.
Yeah, a little interesting putting it there.
I don't know.
And there are also some themed food and drink opportunities, of course. And like we said before, you have the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria location as well. There's usually the food and drinks is a very popular aspect of this. A lot of times they have very specific, like certain types of beers and drinks, certain types of themed food items, which they've gotten a lot better over the years, the food items and things like that.
Yeah. There'll be certain booths like themed after the houses too. So I always like to see those. Those are fun.
Yeah. No, they're good. Sometimes the portions aren't the best, but usually, like, so last year there was like the apple fritter they had. It was really, really good, but it was really small.
Yes, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And I do know sometimes the drinks get really popular. There was a beer they had either last year or the year before, and I really wanted to try it. It wasn't even that late into the event, and they already ran out
Oh, dang.
of it. So I know that does happen sometimes. But.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about tips from us because you've been more than me.
I have.
But we've been quite a few times, and just some tips if you're looking to go to enjoy the most of your night here. Arrive an hour before the event or scream early. I think that's a pretty standard one, I would say.
Get there early. Just get there early.
Don't get there late. The first year I ever went, I went with some friends, and we didn't get there early, put it that way. It was not under my control. It was still fun to go to, but I think we did like 3 houses, and it just didn't get a lot of stuff done.
Right.
So definitely, if you want to get the most out of it, definitely get there early.
They also say start at the back of the park instead of the front. So don't just walk in the park and then go to the first house you see. The back of the park, especially when it first opens, will have a lot less lower lines back there.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
Also, no costumes or masks are allowed unless you are doing the premium Scream night.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't wear costumes.
Now, there was something weird that happened last year or 2 years ago where you can buy, so they sell masks in the park, right? But they don't allow you to have masks in the park. Do you see the conundrum here?
It's a little conundrum, yeah.
So it was like, but I don't remember how people got around that. Like, they had to leave and come back, or I don't remember what it was, but it was some weird thing.
And it's not lost on me either. Not that long ago, masks were super encouraged during a certain period of time.
Different kind of mask, Jared.
It didn't specify. It just said mask.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Well, there
okay
you
with
go.
I'm okay with them being banned. Then you also have ECVs are not permitted in queues or in the houses. So if you do require the use of an ECV, you need to be able to get out of it and stand in lines and walk through the houses.
I think wheelchairs are permitted, but not ECVs.
I don't think wheelchairs are permitted
Are they
through
not
the
either?
houses, though.
Okay. They didn't mention anything about wheelchairs. They just said ECVs.
Maybe it is. I'm not sure on that end of things. But if you do have an ECV, that is something to keep in mind.
Yeah. And then no food, drinks, pictures, video recording, flashlights, or laser pens permitted inside the houses.
Which is different from Hollywood. Hollywood, you can record in the houses.
Okay.
Now, I'm glad they do this, actually, because as long as these lines will get... And these lines, if you don't have Express Pass, toward the... if you get there early, I'd say you get 2-hour mark into the event, you're going to be waiting hour plus in these lines. Undoubtedly, especially for the really popular ones.
Yep.
I'm glad they don't do video recording because it would move even slower.
You are so right.
Everybody in line getting video and pictures, it would cause, and I'm sure that's why they do this.
And I think only invited media can do video inside the houses.
Yeah, and I think if you're big enough, you can get permission to film.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, no video recording.
Yep.
In the houses and stuff like that.
Right. So if you do not want to do Express Pass, which we have never done Express at Halloween Horror Nights.
You have.
I have. Oh my gosh.
The first year you went,
I did. Okay, I did do that. That's right. Okay, so if you don't want to do Express though, if you just don't want to pay for it, or you just want to go and see if you can get all the houses done, our suggestion is to do as many houses as you can in the first hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
By 7 o'clock, 7:30, do as many houses as you can. Try and get half of them done.
Don't get food during this time period.
Yes.
Go to the bathroom beforehand. Do all the things. When we went to the early part, you can get snacks and different things before the event starts.
While you're in line.
Yeah. Do it then.
Yes.
But I completely agree. During 5:30 to 7. Don't stop for food. Don't do anything else. Just try and hit the houses.
Yes. You can eat food and do other things later.
You can eat when you go to bed.
Right.
All right.
7:30, 8 o'clock to 11:30. That is when you really do the scare zones. You eat the food, get the drinks, do the street experiences, go see the Death Eaters, go watch Nightmare Fuel, watch the fountain show. Do all of that, and then 11:30, 12, even 12:30 if you want to, then do the rest of the houses, because by 1 o'clock, 1:30, the house wait times are walk-ons.
They can be, yes.
People just leave. People are just have left.
I will say, last year, to me, it's worse standing in line than walking around. And we waited for the, what was that one called?
Oh, Slaughter Cinema.
Slaughter Cinema.
Yeah.
We waited in that one for probably an hour and a half.
Was it an hour and a half?
And it broke me. We got done and I was like, I got one more in me. And we didn't even make it till, I think we made it to 1 o'clock, maybe. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good plan there, because at least you get as much as you can, because once it starts going, and again, maybe it's a little bit different this year given the fact that the annual pass holders won't show up in droves as much potentially. But yeah, you're going to be waiting. After 7:30, most of these houses are going to be at least an hour wait, if not more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
If you don't have Express Pass. If you have Express Pass, not as big of a deal, of course. You can just kind of...
If you have Express, you might wait 20 minutes.
It depends on the house.
Yeah.
But you have definitely a lot more flexibility.
For sure.
For in that situation.
But it's definitely a way to get all the houses done if that's your goal. Without an Express. So that's what I suggest.
And you can, people ask us a lot, can you do all the houses without Express? You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You have to be willing to stay till 2 for the most part. And you also have to have a game plan and kind of be smart.
And don't try to do everything else. If you want to do all that, if that's your main goal, you're not going to be able to do everything else. You just don't have time.
Yeah, you do have to kind of pick and choose here. Where if you have Express, you could probably do everything at the event if you have Express.
Yeah.
And take advantage of that. But also, if you're going to do Nightmare Fuel, I would get there at least 45 minutes beforehand.
For sure.
Because it will fill up.
It's a limited theater, amount of seating. So if there are enough people that want to watch it, which last year, holy moly, people were waiting in line for an hour and a half. And they went through there's one person that said that she had been waiting in line for, I think it was an hour already, and still wasn't in the show.
Yeah.
She waited in line for 2 shows worth. I was like, dang.
Personally speaking, I mean, I'd probably rather do houses than see the show. I mean, the show's cool, but I don't know if I'd wait an hour and a half to see the show.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, we'll be fine. We don't have to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather like try some food items and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
Than do that. But of course, I mean, it's each person, whatever you want to do. So if you, like if you don't have Express, you'll probably have to make some choices.
Right.
Have a priority list of things that you want to do.
Going through security and City Walk when you come in, they're very much sticklers for like liquids.
You can't bring water in,
You cannot bring water
That's right. You can't bring water in.
Nope.
Because of people
bring alcohol in.
Right.
And they don't allow that. So keep that in mind.
I would also there, an event like this, you're going to have people probably drinking quite a bit. Just in a normal park, they obviously have people drinking, but you kind of, obviously, you get a scary situation. It's nighttime. Like, people drink a bit more. So just, be aware of that. I'm one of those people. I'm always very aware of my surroundings. So I'm always watching people and all that stuff. So for me, I'm always just kind of a little bit more watching people here and there, how they're acting. I've actually never seen anything. I've seen one time the police were escorting somebody out. I think they'd gotten into a fight. They were clearly drunk, but just something I always, keep your head on a swivel. Like sometimes people can be a little, people can be people sometimes.
People can be people.
Especially when they have alcohol in them. So
that's right.
You get in a situation where you got, people get, you have scare zones. People's emotions are kind of a little bit more amplified than usual. Throw alcohol into that mix, something to watch out for, I would say. Not to watch out for, but just, be mindful of your surroundings. All right, that is the rundown of Halloween Horror Nights 2025. And if you have any questions and any specific things you're curious about, be sure to leave a comment below, and we will answer those questions for you to the best of our ability, as I'm sure other people as well can also answer some of those questions. By the way, that is going to be it, though, for this video. So if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And let us know in the comments, what is the house that you are most looking forward to this year at Halloween Horror Nights? And until next time, we will see you in the parks.